Hello everyone, how's it going? My name is impeccable, and welcome back to a brand new Satisfactory livestream. This will most likely be the final stream that I do for, well, at least 2 weeks. Hopefully I'll be able to do a livestream after that. If not, then this might be my final livestream for quite a long time. I will be explaining the reason as to why in a video coming out in roughly 2.5 if not 3 weeks from today. And it might make a bit more sense then. Regardless, let's currently focus on the present because we've got quite a lot to try and get done today. Firstly, if you guys are watching live, welcome. And if you guys are watching on the VOD, don't tell me it's nighttime already. Oh, it actually is going to be. Damn. If you guys are watching on the VOD, by the way, that's completely fine. I would say I'm live again tomorrow, but I'm not. So if you want to turn on notifications to know that about the next time that I go live, then feel free. Today's plan is going to be rather simple. Welcome Vinod, welcome Plank, by the way. Hope that you guys are doing well. Wrong button. Epic start as always. Everywhere that you see this little camp icon, these are all of our crude oil nodes in the vicinity. In fact, I'll even show you on this map right here, because it's actually working today. I know, crazy. And the way that this is going to work is that we are going to get roughly 580 crude oil from that, 580 crude oil from this, 300 combined with them two, 450 combined with these three impure nodes, then 300, 300, and 300. So in total, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pipes worth of pipes. I know, right? Crazy. And we are going to be entering it into the system. If I can just put that over there. There we go. From here. And it's going to go straight into there. Luckily, our logistics won't be too badly impacted because of that, so it shouldn't be too terrible. Bangladesh. Yeah, that's where I'm going. Hope that you're doing good, early. Welcome to the stream. I think this is the level that I want to try and build on. Might even be one lower than that. I've got the exact level somewhere round back over here. Let's try and find that. But again, thank you for all the support on the channel recently, guys. It is greatly appreciated. I'm not going away, I'm not disappearing, I'm just needing to do something. It's life-related, unfortunately. One of those things where life just comes first. A pretty cool sunset out here, though. I don't know what it looks like for you guys, but on camera, it doesn't look too bad. I must admit, though, I have been absolutely just really enjoying Anno 107. Is it called 117? Anno 117. Either way, Anno Pax Romana. I'm just gonna call it Anno Pax Romana. It's such a fun game. It really is. Okay, do I want plastic? No. I think what I'll do here. Customizer. Materials, concrete. And just zoop that. There we go. It just saves us using plastic. We just don't need it for this stage of the game. It is so good looking, isn't it? It was such a good update. Right, let's try and close you off here as well. It's very important that I don't zone a wall up there. Because eventually, when I try and build my foundations outwards over here, it's just going to dead snap. There's no point me doing that. You can if you want, but if your game dead snaps, don't be surprised. Unfortunately. Oh well. There we go. A huge, pretty 6-pipe oil pipeline from the coast of the Dune Desert, only to realize you needed 7. Oh dear. Oh, we actually had the correct level all along. That's good though. Let's make sure that you are all fine. This is quite important to do. I'm not gonna lie, my day today has been rather... I wouldn't even say busy, it was just annoying. Because I was doing all my bank stuff today. I'm trying to get a new student account, but the problem is... Well, it's not really a problem, it's just the way things work, but... Unfortunately, it's not quite as simple as you have one account and that's it. No. Like, I've got one account for something, then another account for something else, and you want to save interest, that's another account. Oh, but this account has slightly more interest, so if you want, you can transfer some of your money to that account instead. Oh, you want to do this for your student accounts? Well, open a student account. You want to try and save some more interest? Well, here's a third account. No, I just want one account. And don't get me started on the whole thing of, like, you can only take out money 3 times a year from X amount of accounts. Oh man, it's so annoying to do. I hate having to do anything banking related. Like, genuinely, it's just a nightmare for me. Even the easy process is a difficult process. Because the way I thought it would work was that you have just one account, you can save a bit of interest, great, and that's it. You only need one account. But no. You have to have one account for saving, one account for spending, one account for just malarkey. I don't know. Rubbish. Oh well. Having the pipeline curve and bend neatly through the canyons, that would be quite nice. Yeah. I can imagine. I was thinking about something like that, but well, I suppose we kind of did. But it's going to be hidden anyway underneath our dam. For, reasons. And do I actually want you on this level? Just thinking out loud here for a second. I think I want you lowered down slightly, don't I? Because our pipes are going to be coming from above, aren't you? So where did I put the other setup? You go onto that. Right, okay. So for our other setup, our pipes are actually below this. I don't really want them to be below here, for this particular one at least. So what I honestly might even do... Because, I mean, yeah, you are quite wide here. I need it, though. If I lower it down, it won't be as wide. Okay, let me just try something out here. I have unrestricted access on all of them. That's good, at least. Because for the one I was doing today, it's decent in regards of interest rates, but I can only actually use or extract money from it 3 times a year. And after that, the interest rate goes down significantly. The stage where it's almost pointless. Right, so how far down is that then? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But that's... I have to bring it up there by 2. I'm trying to find the right levels. After I do this, the rest of it will be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's exactly 4 down. Okay, let's try this. Like so. And now we'll do it once more here on the other side as well, just so it's definitely lined up. That's not the right blueprint. Sometimes I look at my past blueprints and think, what on earth was I doing? And how on earth does this actually work properly? But no, it does. Most of the times, sometimes. Some of the times, most of the times. Right. Then do 0. And for you lot, I shouldn't need too many of these, but I'll do that just in case. There we go. And now I want you to be right in the middle, basically. Because I was thinking, if I just go with this, it should still look fine, but this makes it look slightly better in some regards. Let's see, how far down can I actually go with this? There. You lined up? Now you are. That will look okay. If I wasn't to have any of this down here, though, how would that look instead? It would simply connect to here. Let's just try this. If I can save resources, I definitely will. But I'm mostly interested in, like, how is it going to look? How's it going to function as well? Because this will be carrying all of our resources. Although this is actually a path here, so what I'm going to have to do is most likely bring you down at some points. Or have this go over. So that we're not walking into our pipes. Going through there might be a bit easier as well. Let's just see. How do you look? Honestly, I think it looks fine the way it is. The only thing I'll do at the very bottom is this. I'll snap it to the end of that. I think is there. And then I'll have my markings. That is basically what I want to try and do for down here. Although you are going to look a little bit weird. Because you have got your exposed sides over there now as well. I could try and edit this in the blueprint designer. But that's a lot of blueprints to try and edit though. There's not really much point. That's what I could do. Let's see. I have got enough room to place down a blueprint designer somewhere here, luckily. You want saving resources? Well, I suppose I'm saving tens of thousands if I don't add that particular thing there. And luckily, by the time that I place it down, because of my dimensional depots and because of how many resources I'm making, I've probably made back the blueprint within 10 seconds. So it's not that bad. Right, so the blueprint that I was thinking about doing along here is like follows. I grab this. I zoom it down by... I suppose it'll have to be by 5. That's okay. Yeah, how's everyone doing in the chat, by the way? I hope everyone's doing good. Should be live today for a good couple hours, I hope. Say my goodbyes? No. Not that depressing. Where is it? Low barrier, there we go. Lovely. And that's basically all I want to try and do along there. Definitely paint you a bit of a darker colour though. And then what should we save this as? What is you? Conveyor foundation. Okay. Great. Color-wise, I think we've already got a color for this, haven't we? We do. Brilliant. I'm quite enjoying the planning of this so far. I must admit, it has been good fun. I don't know how it's going to go in the future, but if we just keep going the way that we're currently going, I don't think we should spend too much longer on this particular factory. Of course, the reason why these episodes have been dragging out is because we're doing all of our logistics. We're having to travel to hundreds of foundations away to gather resources. So after we get all the resources here, all I've got to do is just place down the machines and make whatever it is exactly I've got to make. Which I'm hoping won't be too tedious. Can't imagine it being, if I'm honest. Right, let's get rid of... that. There we go. And you should snap on. You do snap on. You should be exactly in the middle. You are... under the water. Why are you under the water? There we go. Hello, how are you? I'm under the water. Please help me. I love that meme. Yeah, so you lot are going to go. I suppose we could actually continue this in like this. That could end up looking really cool. It wasn't really part of the plan, but... is anything that I build ever part of the plan? No. That's what makes it so fun and frustrating. Completely self-inflicted. Oh, we're actually half a foundation below. Oh my god. Right. That's not actually a problem. Because what I could do is line this up, which you should be lined up now. Oh, can I go through? Thank you. Great. And do that. That looks good. I've got my Twitch chat open as well. Sometimes Twitch chats don't work very well with my streaming software. Hopefully today it should all be good. I hope. So we'll find out. Are you done? No, you're not actually correct, which is fine. Wasn't really expecting you to be. That's okay. No, where is it? That's good. That's good. Great, then that would be our entrance there for all of our pipes, which I assume will most likely be coming down somewhere here. Let's just try and do this particular bit right now. The rest of it shouldn't be too bad. The way that it's going to work, again, we need 7 different pipes here. So it's going to be... So. Is that going to be okay? Yep, that should be fine. I built it in the wrong spot, but that's okay. Except for the fact it's wrong, it's actually completely fine. Then build you up as well by 3. So that's what it's going to end up looking like. Right. Now what I'm going to have to try and do. Mark 2, pipe, clean, that's fine, this is the right one. Bring you down, preferably using the horizontal and vertical. Just done. Horizontal and vertical. No. Lovely. Or horizontal to vertical, I say. I bring you back by a little. There. That's the sharpest I can make that, and honestly I think that's completely fine. Have we got power coming out to here as well? If so, I will actually use my hover pack for this particular process. It'll end up being a bit easier for us. I don't think we have got power though. If not, I have to go get power because it's going to be important. Let's go do it. Also, I suppose a good thing I can try and do as well is zone in all of my bridges that I have to try and place in, like our actual foundations for the pipes. Get all the power done so that power won't be in the way as I'm, or so that the pipes won't be in the way as I'm doing the power. Then after I've done the bridge, after I've connected all the power, and then placed in all the crude oil extractors, I can then finally place in the pipes. This way, the pipes won't actually be in our way, and it's just easier to do, isn't it? We'll do that. Okay, we've got ourselves a plan, now let's just try to stick with it. This particular road, by the way, I have been thinking about this since this is like the dead center of our project. When I say dead center, I don't mean like it's a center with dead people in it. It's like it's the middle of the project. So you're going to come out to here, do most likely, well, I suppose you have to do a right turn. I don't think you can go through there. You would look really nice going through there, which is here, but then there is a mountain pretty much straight ahead of you. It would look great, but in fact, is it directly in the middle? It kind of is in the direct middle. Might clip that a little bit. Might clip this. But I'm thinking if I can somehow squeeze through that little gap, that could end up looking really cool. Otherwise, I would just go around the side here where there's definitely tons of room. Because I did pretty much the exact same thing in our last playthrough. It ended up working out really well, hence why I want to try and potentially repeat it. So if something works out well, just keep doing it. It'll be fine. There we go, I finally got the notification saying I was live, that's good. I don't think we are going to need the Satisfactory maps open up today. Although, I'll keep it open just in case, actually. Just so I can see the node purity before I get there. Could help. I don't know if it will. And I might as well actually stick with this. Can I make that into a blueprint? Yeah, I know. Okay, I know what to do. I'm going to try and make my life a little bit easier here. What I'm going to try and do here is get rid of this. I'm then going to do that little pipe setup that I had going for me. This way I could just drag out my pipes and it should be a bit easier. So it will be as follows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing again. Go here. Just like so. Then with you in the middle. Brilliant. And connect all you guys together. Now we are actually transporting crude oil. That's working. That's fine. Always happens at least once. So because we are transporting crude oil, you have to be painted black. Because crude oil is just what I'm color coding my pipes. Black is what I'm color coding my crude oil pipes. So there we go. So pipe log. That's fine. It's only going to be a temporary blueprint. Is everything here correct? Let me just make sure you're all connected. You're all Mark IIs. Great. Brilliant. Finished up the planning for the assembly director system. Nice. Yeah, the stream started now. Yep. Okay. So what I want to try and do now is keep this here. Paint you black. Then now continue you down over here as well. So we'll go 1, 2. Is that correct? No, you somehow placed inside of there. I would have liked to revisit Anno, because I was playing Anno a couple days ago on stream. It was really good fun. I was playing it off camera there for a little bit. Well, for the hour that I've got. You don't get any longer than an hour, unfortunately. And yeah, it's really good. I would recommend it. Then what I'm going to try and do now, I haven't got enough room here on my hotbar. I suppose I'm not going to need my conveyor belts for today, so I'll replace that. Also connect. I'll be looking here. We are looking pretty good. I click you once, drag you out to what's going to end up being, I suppose, there. That'll be pretty good. Great, so that is working out rather well. Now let's just do this. If I can. Okay, we still have got horizontal to vertical here, but that's okay. Actually, you're a bit too close, aren't you? Yeah, you're definitely too close. Oh dear. There we go. The sensitivity for this thing is really, I don't know, sensitive. Best way to describe it. You can fit 4 belts and pipes in one foundation. I have. Yes. Right, so then you connect to this. Are you interacting there with any pipes? No, you're actually perfect. Okay, so that's what we're going to need. Brilliant. Okay, one more there. Come on. I really want to try and make a video talking about the best modes of transport as well in this game. Not just talking about trains and tractors, but I mean things like hover packs, jetpacks, the rail glitch thing where you can slide in between a rail, the hypertube cannons, literally everything, that where you can travel and transport. I want to try and talk about that. The jump glitch, things like that. That could be quite an interesting video where I break down every single analytic and stat. Oh, that didn't save. Yeah, that was fine. So that's where our pipes would come out to. But first, let's do this right in the corner. Same with you again, right in the corner. And I suppose that is going to be all of our pipes there. Great. Okay. Let's continue. Very first thing that we are going to need is this. You're going to come out to how far exactly? Here's pretty good, I would say. Oh yeah, Nobilis, because that was one thing I wanted to try and make, actually, wasn't it? Haven't got any in there. How do I actually make the Nobilis? Is it smokeless powder? No, I think it's just black powder, isn't it? And steel pipe? Let me see. Black powder, steel pipe. Okay. I'm not too fussed about summer slooping all of this, that's completely fine. I just want to try and make some of it. Action, crafting bench. Actually, I think you need an equipment workshop, don't you? You don't? Oh, you do, yeah, I was gonna say. Wait, no, wait. There. That's better. I'm not going to need many of these, so I won't craft them for too long. But let's say maybe 20, no, 30 potentially. We've already made 20, I might as well make 30. If I have to make a little bit more, I can always just make a bit more. At the same time though, I don't necessarily want to chop down or destroy too much of this area. I'm going to be keeping that to a minimum if I can. I can't actually chop you down, can I, unfortunately? Too much crap over here. You technically don't interact with where I'm going, so you're actually fine. I might want to try and chop this down to get some resources. You need to go. Okay, good, I can get rid of it. That's always good to know. I want to try and keep as much of this, though, as possible. Regardless, let's now extend you out. There? I have got to try and curve you as well, which is now my next problem. So in that case, if I was to select this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And bring you back so that you're lined up here. That looks pretty good to me. Yes. Great. So if you were to continue in this direction, how would that look? It's a pretty good straight line there. We can cut through the trees there. We are going to have to make another sharp right immediately after this, but again, that's not a massive problem. Let's plop you into there then. Then grab this over here. It's a bit easier. Okay. I can redo a couple of these lights eventually, I just don't massively care as of right now. It's all good. Over there. And for now, just leave that the way it is. The next thing that I want to try and do is bring out this foundation here a little bit. Then do that. Great. And select this. Like, progress will be made today. That's the good thing. Like, we are going to be making some good progress today. I don't know how much we are going to be able to get done. But any little bit is a good amount for me. Okay, so you do go straight through there. If I was to use my chainsaw, though, I'm gonna get my biomass. Biofuel, even better. And does it get rid of one at a time? No, got rid of a few there. Actually, I can do the single thing, can't I? There we go. That's all good. Then probably this one. And that one. No. That will be underneath, so I might as well get rid of it because of the extra resources I can get from it. Mostly the mycelia. I never seem to have enough of. Do you give mycelia as well? Because you're pretty much inside of there. Let me just double check. Nothing. Okay, so that gives you nothing. Interesting. I can't chop... Oh, I can chop you down. Really? I thought I had to use the Nobilisks for that, but no, apparently you can actually chop that down. Okay, for this one, though. I think you need something else for that. 12,037 iron just for the assembly director systems. Damn. That's going to be interesting. In fact, you know what? First things first, let me just zone out this. This will make sense, just so I know roughly where I'm going and what I'm doing. which, I mean, helps. So I did say that I can go through there. I can turn it around though and try and save a little bit of this particular area, which I might as well do. Although, let's see. This one will be nice and simple to try and collect. If I cut through here and come down here, then split it into different ways. Oh, let's just try and see how this is going to work here. Rotate you like so. That. Doesn't matter if these don't line up perfectly because everything else that I'm building now should line up with what I've already built, so that's fine. Continue straight. We've got to watch out for the height as well. Everything height-wise here is completely fine, luckily. I can destroy that with an obelisk if I so wish. Return 2000 iron? Yep, I mean, iron's great. It really is. Iron is fantastic. If I was to continue lagging, if I was to continue going straight across here, I can then get all of this. So I think we'll have another little T-way split, probably somewhere here. Start now. Okay, that is one foundation. Let's bring you back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have a couple trees over there. Crap. That's fine, so you can just continue going forwards then. As if I was to do some sort of T-section there, what I could then do is have this go directly through there. Which would be exactly where I'm in the middle of, so here. That could be pretty good. No, you have to come forwards by a bit more. Yep. There we go. Might as well equip my jetpack now because we're not necessarily next to any sort of power. Then change you again to that. It seems to love like not wanting to be on package fuel. Don't know why. Right, so bring you to the end. Just going to be here. Bring you back by that much, potentially. That should be completely fine, actually. So let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This. Okay. And literally, all I've got to do after I build out this is just follow the path that I've made. And that's basically it. If you split it down into certain stages, it does make the process a lot easier. And that's what I recommend even when you're making the actual items, the logistic items. If you might look at something and think, that looks really difficult for me to try and do, why am I going to bother doing it? Then you might quit. Don't do that. Break it down into smaller sections. This works for a lot of things. Also, today is something that I haven't actually discussed yet. I want to try and collect as many slugs as possible. Even though I'm not needing the slugs today, best believe it, I'm going to be needing it within the next couple of streams. To be fair, my next stream is most likely going to be at the very end of this month, and the stream after that might be in, like, November, but again, I'll talk about that in another video. But the good thing about this biome, well, one of the many good things about this biome, is that there is just so many slugs everywhere. In regards of density, this is probably one of the most dense slug biomes in Satisfactory. It's really good. More slugs, a lot more slugs. Tons more. So if I can walk away today with like 100 shards worth of slugs, that would be fantastic. But it will be a bit more of a side quest, these slugs. Again, if I see a slug, I will try and get it. Unless it's on like the other side of the map, then I won't particularly bother. I actually filmed a cinematic shot here recently, a couple of days ago. For an upcoming video. I can see one more slug. I don't want to get too sidetracked here. There's another slug over there as well. Like, you can be here for a while collecting the slugs. I don't even think I've fully explored this biome yet regarding slugs. Crash sites we've done. Mercer spheres and summer sloops we've dabbled in it. This is where I got my first Mercer spheres, at this particular biome. Okay, now we'll start to circle back around. I don't want to spend too much time over in this particular part of the biome. But this is very... Actually, I'll grab that one first. But this is rather important, though. Like, I'm going to need thousands and thousands of slugs for this project. If I don't use slugs, I'm going to have to use 1,400 fuel generators. At the minute, I'm planning on using roughly 600. Which is 1,800 power slugs. Or shards, even. It's a lot, because I have to use 3 per machine. 600 times by 3, 1,800. I know, very complex maths. I don't know what was on top of there, but I'm guessing I've already got it. Oh wait, no I haven't. I can hear something. What's it gonna be, chap? Mercer sphere, summer sloop, power slug? I'm gonna say Mercer sphere. Oh, it's a slug. Damn. Not enough room? I'll make room. That's good. Also, very quickly, I might as well turn this off, just so I can try and use some of these resources that I've got in my depot. I can upload you again. Get rid of that. That's fine, actually. Ah, that's really annoying. Okay, I might as well burn that eventually anyway. That's completely fine. Rubber. We don't need more rubber. I just get rid of that, because my depot is completely filled with it. You, apparently, I've completely filled it up, so that's completely fine. Definitely upload that. Upload this here as well. Move that. And eventually we will start to make a lot more room over here. Is that limestone? Oh yeah, I think I get limestone from destroying one of these, like, nature things. I don't know what it is, but one of them does actually give you limestone, which is nice if you need limestone. Is that a summer sloop? No, I thought there was a summer sloop on top of that. Anyway, let's loop our way around. We'll grab this slug, and I believe there's a slug... Actually, I might as well grab this first. That was a good little exploration there. And in the space of just a few minutes, we've probably got a good 20 shards, which is not bad, but when you need, again, 1,800, it's not really that great. Well. Is it the coral? Oh, nice. So if you guys do want to completely destroy the coral reefs, then there you go, you can get limestone for it. I don't know if that tip applies to real life as well. You can find out for yourselves, but I'd recommend not destroying real life corals. We're doing that enough as a species as it is. Did I miss a slug? No, I thought I missed a slug. Oh, that is more difficult to do than it looks. Okay, so let's continue you out. Oh wait, is that a plant? Yeah, I don't mind. I can just stay there. It is ridiculous for slugs. It's so good. I love it. I just love this biome. In case I haven't said it enough, by the way, I know I've kept it really secretive so far, but I'm actually really enjoying this biome. There we go, do that over there as well. Then make sure you're not looking shite, which you currently are. There we go. That's it, we'll jump boost. Early game Blade Runners, yeah, they're not bad at all for that. Okay, so this is where one of our paths will then continue to go down to grab you three. I'll then drag something out to over here, have it come down over there, go up over there, and then just gather them, essentially. Okay, so how far should I come out here? Pretty far, pretty much to the very end, if I can. Okay. Welcome to everyone tuning in today. In case you guys are missing it, we are currently getting a bunch of things and stuff. Narrows it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you better there? I think you are slightly better there. Yep, today we are gathering a bunch of crude oil. Should be rather fun to do. We're doing this for our rocket fuel facility, which again should also be rather fun to do. We've spent quite a while on this so far, and we probably will continue to spend quite a while. I can't collect that. Working on it because it's a fun project. It has to be done. I'm not gonna rush myself either. It's done whenever we get it done, right? Okay, that's probably a bit too far. If I can come back by one foundation. In fact, you know what? Make it a bit easier for myself. Might as well collect you whilst we're here. 200 silica inventory. Oh yeah, it's really good for that. This. If you destroy this, you can get so much silica. I won't be destroying this for now, because I would rather save it for its looks. Later on, maybe. I don't know. See how I feel. You should be able just to attach onto here. There we go. Thank you. Bring you back like so. And yeah, just have it split off over there. We're pretty much directly in line with that. We got... Oh, you're actually not going to fit directly through there. Is that going to be a concern? In theory... No, and also in theory, I might as well just ignore that little extension that I just did and bring this round over here instead. That could be slightly better for us. So I would like to have you pretty much coming over here, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, okay. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice little jetpack glitch, we'll take it though. Okay. Now I want to try and get rid of everything over here, which should be fine. Be okie dokie. I always say this soundtrack reminds me a bit of Subnautica. I don't know why, it has that Subnautica sort of tune to it. In some regard. Okay, now continue you out over here. It shouldn't be too bad. Luckily, I only have to try and collect one of these nodes, which makes my life fairly simple. So I'll keep this over here for now. If you're facing this direction, I can come out here by a couple. That's... view across. Markings aren't lined up properly, unfortunately. Let's try and change that. The Song of Subnautica, it must be. I don't know who composed it, but they must have worked on something to do with Subnautica. Because it does sound awfully similar. It's weird that though, like I've barely ever played Subnautica, yet its theme song and its OSTs in general just rather recognizable. Like you hear the first couple notes, like, yeah, that's Subnautica. I suppose that's actually, whilst I'm here, I suppose that's a sign of quite a good brand as well, isn't it? If you can do that. Okay, this one tree might have to go. If it's, you know what? Yeah, just get rid of it. I don't like its face. Subnautica fans, most likely. In fact, I might even stream Subnautica one of these coming months. Production. Because it's one of those games that I've played a couple times. I've started it a couple times. I've never got very far though. Never got very far at all. So one day it could be quite nice just to see how far we can get. I don't know why, but it was never really a game that I played much. I got it for free, so you know, I feel like that always has an impact. Right, so I want you to, in theory, be touching that. Touching me. Touching you. I have been told my voice is very good, by the way. You must have been deaf, but oh well. I still appreciated the compliment. Right, Mark 2. Chuck you full of my shards. Lovely. In theory, we should be getting 600 crude oil per minute from this. We won't be. But that's why I've lowered down my maths a little bit to 500 and I need to. Time to pave the desert to do it. Single-handedly reverse global warming. We're all relying on you now. No pressure or anything like that. No, no, no. Only people who feel pressurized get pressurized by the pressure which they're pressurized by. That's a very important saying that I've just made up. That's going to be studied in schools now within the next couple of years, guarantee it. Basically poetry. Right, so I want you now to just to come down... Where? Where? Straight to the end of here, I think. No, stop. Then you... I suppose can also stop here as well, so let's go down... Where? Where even are these oil nodes? These particular ones. There's one that's just tucked away behind there. Okay. That's not drastic. I can just get a very simple pipe out to there. I'm not too worried about decorating that. If I'm honest. So we'll do that. Then this other one is somewhere around here. You can probably go down the very similar sort of path that's going to be going down. There. Okay. And one of you is normal, one of you is pure. Not normal. Pure, impure. So you're the impure, you're the normal, I believe. Yep. These kind of mysterious exploration games, yeah, it does do that very well. It does. Okay, so you're going to be facing north. There. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And now what we're going to try and do is get our pipe and curve it out. Doesn't have to look great as long as it just functions. Well, no, I don't want it to look bad either. I just want it to do its thing. Preferably be painted in black as well for the crude oil. And then this is our next spot over here. So you're then going to have to make a pretty serious curve. Down here. That looks alright. That looks terrible. Why does it look bad? It's just curves. Well, it doesn't actually look bad, to be fair. It doesn't look that bad at all. Next thing to do, though, is to encase you into here. You should be facing the right way. I don't see why you wouldn't be. Yeah. Then I'll get rid of this front bit as well. Preferably even bring you up here by half a nudge, just so it gets rid of the oil underneath. There we go. Rid of that, and that. The rest should be completely fine. Yes, good. That right there is one of our impure nodes. You will then need to be connected to power, but I'll be doing that. Actually, I suppose I can drag out the power. There. And if you face directly south, how's that going to look? Yeah, plenty of them. The Nautical originally was meant to have a decent amount of guns and combat in it, but the developers were very afraid by... Oh, really? That was ages ago though, wasn't it, Sandy Hook? When was Subnautica made? I thought Subnautica was a game that was made in, like, 2019 or something. Really not, because Sandy Hook was a while ago. Although, to be fair, I've been losing track of time just completely ever since COVID. Like, it's been 5 years. Doesn't feel like it. Like, COVID 2019 technically started in, well, 2019. So it's been almost 6 years. It's mental. The time's just leaving me at this point. How does that look? It doesn't look like a catastrophe. I wouldn't say Da Vinci would be proud, but it functions. There we go. So then you two will then continue down over here, out to there. So we are going to have to extend this out by a little bit. 2014, bloody hell. Oh, that's a lot older than I thought. Wow. That's pretty cool. I just didn't realize it was that old. But again, losing sense of time pretty much. 11 years, oh wow. I suppose when you put it like that. There we go. Okay, so you end here. You end here, boy. Then what we'll do is grab this out to about there. There we go. Free early access, ah. I'm surprised that affected their decision, though. Well, of course, it was like a tragic event, but what does that have to do with their game, though? Unless it was made in a very similar area to where it took place. How does this look? It looks really cool, the way it just comes in through the mountain there a little bit. You'll be... Wait, what's the song? Da 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 da. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Is that the song? I don't know. Oh, welcome, Truth. I hope that you're doing good, man. We are doing good so far. How are you, man? Welcome to the stream. I can probably try and squeeze it here. That should be pretty good, I think. My personal feelings about guns. Oh, okay. So, you're gonna end... Oh, you're exactly lined up with that. That's a bit of a shame. That's fine. Either way, I can still bring you across here. That's fine. Over there. Bring you across to there as well. Then drag out one more going to that particular one. Brilliant. Fantastic. Amazing. Average. Can I destroy you with the chainsaw? Oh, actually, I still can. No way. I got nothing from that again. Am I losing my mind? If I get rid of that, then try this again. Okay, you won't make a massive difference. So as of right now, 10 mycelia, 0 everything else. Okay, no, I can't get rid of you. Typical. The one thing I was going to test on. No. Yeah, there we go. This one. This one's colored slightly differently. So if I was just to chop you guys down, I don't really want to, but it's for science. Oh no, I can't because you're blue. Yeah, I'm actually not getting anything from that. I thought you did. Oh well. Doggo! I haven't got any. Oh, I have. No, there's no point taming you though. I'm never gonna come back here. Oh, there's another one. There's 3 of them. Oh, little fam. That's nice. Every time I see a dog, whether it's a video game dog or a real life dog. Oh, actually, no, wait. Hello. I can't get rid of it now. I always think of my dog. And then I remember, oh yeah, he's dead. Still not used to it yet. It's still such a weird feeling. Still, every single morning I come down the stairs, I turn right to where his bed normally is. I'm like, where is he? He's gone. It takes a while to get used to, it does. Right, so do I want to have you facing this way? I think I probably do. It depends actually, because you're quite a large little blob, aren't you? No. Or a surprisingly large blob. So if you were facing this way, you wouldn't really give us that much room. Oh yeah, it definitely takes a minute, yeah. It's weird not having anyone, like, begging me to have, like, my lunch, because he always used to beg me. Well, not beg, but you know what dogs do, especially pugs. When they see a little drop, a little crumb, they will lose their minds and just need to have that crumb. So if it was weird having my lunch and not having someone, like, scratch my leg, being like, give me that little crumb. Give me that chocolate bar. No. Oh dear. Bless him. Right, so you should actually be fine now. If I was to try and curve you around, I suppose that is what I'm going to have to do actually, isn't it? Like so. Have that go over here. Why is there a river here? Where does that come from? Is that a crash site? It is. I've already been here. Why didn't I just wait? Have I not been here? I must have. 10 computers. Oh right. Okay. Completely irrelevant side quest. 2 pit bulls. Ah.
Wait, oh. Too late. Take the damaged hard drive to the MAM for analysis.
I forgot Ada existed. Sorry, Ada. I actually just got surprised there hearing Ada's voice. Yep, you are still here. Fortunately, that's fine. Wow. Oh, there's literally computers over here. I love when this happens, by the way. When you need an item to get your hard drive, and then the item's right next to where the crash site is. It is such a fantastic feeling. What was that? Oh, I've been farted on. Great. Rid of all of that. I think we've got everything now. Making sure I've got all the debris. Load that. Anything else that's actually, like, remotely important? Okay. I think we're back. My mic decided it wanted to stop working. But I think we're back now. You didn't miss me saying anything important, don't worry. All that. So that's now connected, that's brilliant. Power-wise, I'll sort that out eventually, obviously. Make sure that you are sharded up. Lovely. And then I might as well get rid of all of these that I've already done. So I've done that one. We've then done that. And that. I believe we've only done 3 so far, haven't we? Yeah, we've done that one, haven't we? Yeah, we have. We've got quite a few left to go, but this is still a good start, though. You're our next victim, our next guest. So let's try and do that. I copy you across. It should copy over all the shards as well. Yes, I love that new feature. Even though it isn't new, it's been in the game since April and we're now in September, so it's not remotely new. But it's new to me. Not really. Oh, you're not even straight. That's disappointing. How about now? You're still not straight. Although, no, I mean, you seem pretty straight. You're not the straight one. Yeah, you definitely line up with that. Okay. Let's plop this down. I'll do anything? Should have. There we go. No. Fakes, man. One of these isn't straight. I'm really confused. It looks like it is this. Try that again. 60-pound pit bulls do not understand that they are too big for your lap. Oh dear. A lot of dogs are like that. I've seen videos of even like German shepherds trying to cuddle their owners and sit on their laps when they're full adult size. It just doesn't work like that. I wish it did. It doesn't. There we go. Get rid of that. Then extend you out. Is it nighttime again? How? Oh, it's already been an hour. Okay, wow. Progress, everybody. Progress. 1, 2, 3. To be fair, that's actually really accurate. I'm relatively surprised by that. We'll do this now. Little babies. Oh, absolutely. I still called my dog a puppy. Even to, like, his last day. He was always a puppy to me. But when you actually go back and see pictures of your dogs when they were younger, and then you say to yourself, oh yeah, it has been 9 years. I was like, what was I, 13? 14? I think I was 14 when we got the dog. I was thinking back to that now, I was like, I can't believe I was 14 back then. Right, so in theory now, I actually want you to come down here. Right there. Palm of your hand. Oh, wow. Another 60 pounds. Wow. Time goes past. Really does. Okay, now I've got to chuck you there. And that should be the foundation for this now done. We're flying through this. Can you face it? Yeah, you can. I was worried I might have not left enough room, but no, we smashed it. I'm as surprised as you are, don't worry, by the way. I can't believe I've actually done something correctly. I do need more motors though, so we definitely do have to try and refill on that today. Typical, I've always got too many motors, and the one day I need them, I haven't got enough. They don't line up properly. That's very oddly aligned, but you know what? I don't want to half nudge it, but if I was to half nudge it, it would be perfect. So let me just half nudge it. Oh, the slugs. Oh my goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. I will lower you down here a little bit though. There we go. No, let's try and do a half foundation. Brilliant, that should be fine. Make sure that you're connected to some power, which you eventually will be. Already sharded up, great. Let's try and get a couple of these slugs here as well. I think we might have gone past one a bit earlier on. That's okay, we can definitely get some more. Are you going to build the actual spire coast on the ocean? On the ocean. I might do a couple things next to the spire coast in future projects. But as of right now, there's no reason to. I don't want to actually build on the spire coast. Because it's quite beautiful the way it is, and I don't want to ruin that. Although I will be having some drone activity near here. Which could make things look rather tolerable. I don't want to ruin it though. There are some biomes I don't mind flattening, like the Doom Desert and the Grassfields, because the Grassfields is nice, but it's not important to save. It's just a bit of grass. And most of the nodes there are terrible. Okay, yeah, we're going off track. Let's do it. Oh dear. Pretty much at my starter factory now. Yeah, the Spire Coast though, no, I won't be doing too much in the actual biome itself. And whatever I do in the Spire Coast, I try and make it look presentable. Because it will be one of those projects, well, what I'm building right now will be one of those projects I will continuously come back to, and I want to be proud of it. I don't want to come back to them and think, oh god, not this bloody build again. Because I've definitely done that in the past. Like, I've built something. I've spent probably quite a long time doing it. I've then come back a few weeks or a few months later and thinking, why did I build it like that? It looks hideous. And I haven't enjoyed coming back to it. Whereas other projects I've done, I actually look forward to come back. Sometimes I forget what I've done. Tons of blue slugs around here. I haven't really found anything of much value. There was a purple power slug just behind me there. We'll go grab that after this blue one. There's two. That's handy. Building around the features to keep the beauty. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do with this, for example. I wouldn't necessarily say it's going too well right now, but oh well, it's all part of the struggle. It does look a bit weird right now, but bear in mind, this is just the foundation for the highway that I'm building. Like, this isn't what we're going to be ending off with. This is just the start. That's got to try and go as well. So you three are all going to be done. We'll then continue you around there. You'll go around there, and there you go. But everything from this side of the map should now be done. Got 3 more left to go. Well, it's technically 4, but we've technically done that. So we'll come out of there. Welcome, Lone Go. Hope that you're doing good. Yeah, final stream for at least 2 weeks, maybe a couple months. It all depends on my schedule, but at least 2 weeks. I won't be home. So conveyor belt highway crosses over there. It will then come down over here. And then you three will just get piped out over there. I think that's how we're going to do it. Make it nice and simple. Is it the... Yeah, unfortunately. I've got a course, but the good news is, after the course that I'm doing, it means that I'm a fully trained soldier, which is quite nice. Looking forward to that. And then I've got uni starting the next weekend. So I've got no weekends off now until, like, October. Maybe November. Definitely until November, thinking about it now. Also, 3 purple slugs. Damn. Welcome, Dirk. Hope that you're doing good. There we go. This is what we need, these purple slugs. Like, the other slugs are fine. Is that a summer sloop? No, it's not. The other slugs are fine, obviously, but like just right there, for example, we just got 30 power slugs worth of shards. It would have been 15, but if you duplicate it, then that's, you know, that's it. Good luck with uni. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm going to be needing it. I was trying to join a bunch of clubs, or at least like look into the clubs, not actually join them. And overall, all the clubs I want to try and join, it's like £100 a month. Like, wait, what, 100 quid a month? Just to play a bit of tennis or to talk to people. One thing I want to try and do is the debating society. Not because I want to debate, but because I like to see other people debating about things. I think that would be quite fun. Tennis is definitely something that I do want to try and do. They've got, like, societies for everything, though. Like, darts, because that's be fair, darts is good fun. It is good fun. I was actually rather tempted to join the Communist Society. Just to laugh a little bit. But no, they have, of course, all the political ones as well. I can't be asked joining that, though. The only politics I like is, does pineapple belong on pizza? The answer is yes. Regarding that question, we run a very strong dictatorship on this channel about that one question. Everything else, completely open to discussion. That one thing, no. No questions, no queries, no debates. Pineapple does belong on pizza. You love darts? Yeah, darts is good fun. It's one of those things that when you do it, you have to say, oh, this is the first time I've played this in years. That's what I do at least. Same with table tennis, same with like badminton. Oh, I haven't played table tennis in many months. Which is true, I never really play table tennis. Until I do. Then I realise how good fun it actually is, but then I don't play it again for another 6 months. Happily eat it? I would hope so. I have to revoke that membership otherwise. No, I joke. Okay, I'll get this one more slug, then we'll go back to crude oil stuff. The reason why I try and do a lot of the slug collection during the night is because of how easy the slugs are to actually spot them across the map. All good fun. If you like something, it belongs on pizza. Yeah. If you like ham, stick it on a pizza. If you like chicken, stick it on a pizza. Barbecue sauce, absolutely, why not? If you like My Chemical Romance, you can try and put that on a pizza. I don't know how that would work. Maybe get a DVD and bake it in the oven a little bit, I don't know, but anything you like. If you like seven-a-side football, you can try and put a football pitch onto your pizza. You like ice cream? Again, ice cream on pizza. You know what they should do? Oh, doesn't matter. I was gonna say they should have like a pizza base, but made from something that isn't actually to do anything with pizza. Then ice cream in the middle, then that base back on top. That's just called an ice cream sandwich. I've invented an ice cream sandwich right here on this channel. Patent pending new thing. Wow. Oh dear. Again, I haven't had an ice cream sandwich in many, many moons. One day. Although to be fair, it's approaching winter now. Although, I do sometimes have ice creams and ice lollies in winter. Not because I'm a psychopath, I just like the taste of ice cream. Okay, so this side's done. Now let's move over here a little bit. You're just going to continue going straight across. I might have to get rid of that tree. Bean! And it gets right in the way, you little... It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Oof, we just about don't hit any of those things. That's good. I'll just continue going forwards. Well, I suppose I could come down here now. That in just a sec. We definitely have to pattern it. What a fantastic idea. Feck, this is right in the middle. What a fantastic idea, though. An ice cream sandwich. You don't like mixing weird things with pizza? I feel like it depends on the pizza. If we're talking about like a true Italian, like a pizza from Rome or a... What's the other one? Pollock pizza? From like the north, I don't know. But if we're talking about true Italian pizza, I like something called Diwali. No, not Diwali, that's an Indian festival. Diavola. Diavola. And what that is, it's basically peppers and salami with a bit of chili sauce. That's basically it. But when it's some sort of American pizza, I do like... That was my accent, by the way. Hope that you guys enjoyed that. I do like some mad toppings. Texas barbecue. Anything to do with Texas, I'll probably like it. I just like Texas. A lot. I don't know why. Yeah, Texas barbecue is great. Even some, like, weird stuff I'd probably eat. I don't know. What's the weirdest bean? It's diavola. I don't know why I'm trying to pronounce it in an Italian accent. And, okay, Google's just crashed, so I can't search it. Epic. Give me a minute. I'm pretty sure it is Italian. Diavola pizza. Yeah, so it's basically, well, the one I would get at least. None of these. Okay, well, that's burnt to feck, but you get the idea. And actually, that's terrible. These are all different. Literally, every single one of them is different. Oh, no. Okay, great, I'm hungry now, but it is literally just salami. Chili. Some people put mushrooms. I don't do mushrooms. If I'm having a mushroom-based dish, I don't mind. But if I have a dish that incorporates mushrooms into it, I won't eat it. Like, for example, mushroom soup. I love mushroom soup. But if I was to have spaghetti bolognese, but for whatever reason there was mushrooms in it, I wouldn't like it. I'm just weird. In case you guys haven't figured that one out yet. I know I've really kept it a bit of a surprise. Shuffle you down over there. Brilliant, that's lined up perfectly. And continue you heading over in that direction. It's not meaty, it's just salami. Salami, peppers, chili sauce, cheese and tomato. That's basically it. It's a really simple pizza. I would say that's my go-to, though. Right, so if I was to curve you now, go forwards a little bit, then curve you again, that should be fine. How far forwards can I actually go? Doesn't really matter, because I'm going to have to curve it anyway, so we might as well just do it here. Great. That's about it for mushrooms. Yeah, I'm not a massive mushroom consumer. Okay. You're probably out by one too far. That's okay, though. What I can do is this. Perfect. Problem solved, problem avoided. And in theory, try and curve you to go through there. And that's where we'll then connect all of our crude oil together. I mean, that sounds reasonable. It seems reasonable. But it should be reasonable. Oh, you're actually perfect. Wow. You are absolutely perfect. There we go. This apparently also includes bell peppers. So much pepper. Yeah, I mean, just like regular yellow peppers. That. Just chop a little bit of that on. I don't know why I like peppers. They don't even taste nice. I just like them. Oh, dearie me. This is what happens when you ask someone that lives in the UK about food. There we go. So I think I want to bring you to around about there, then just have our pipes connect onto here eventually. Okie dokies. It's not too bad, actually. That was far simpler than I thought it'd be, but we're not done yet, obviously. So we are going to be getting 3 of you guys over here. Are any of you going to be combining? Yes, I believe you're both impures. So in that case, you're a normal, I think. We're going to need 2 pipes coming out of her. That's fine. That should be okay. And try and... Oh dear, this is going to look a bit weird. Let's embrace the weirdness. Let's do it. Oh dear. It's fine. It won't look terrible, it will just look disappointing. Then zoop you round to here. Where's the other one? Oh, I've already gone past it. How have I gone past the first one? I mean, you're still correct. You look so weird. You look so weird. The first one is... Am I... Ye? Am I blind? Oh. That's... Right. It's a bit close, isn't it? Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Right, before I place you down first. Gotta try and do that. There we go. No, don't get in the way. Bloody, like, you literally walked in the way. I think that's correct. Looks pretty good. What is that? Is that crude oil reflecting on concrete? Pretty cool. Welcome back, Skies. Hope that you're well. The chat's making me hungry. Even though I'm pretty sure I was the one that started this conversation. So I made myself hungry, then I blamed on the chat. No, why does that keep happening? Oh man, that was actually the perfect place there as well. And bring it up by at least 1. That's better. You do overlap this a little bit, but that's... I mean, it's fine. Completely fine. That's... I suppose I can get rid of this now. That's the good start. Habanero, yeah, they're nice. I'm hoping you're both impures, by the way. Good. Oh, this area is actually quite beautiful. Oh well. Imagine exploiting this area? What? Who would do such a thing? The worst thing you can probably do up here, for example, is place down some oil extractors. But luckily, I would never do that personally. That's just not really what my morals would suggest. And you're telling me that I am missing just 1 motor out of all of that. Bloody hell. Oh well. Zip. Lovely, and let's go. Grab our motors. Let's grab our motors. Is there any over here? No, where have all my motors gone? Do I need refilling on anything else, like reinforced iron plates? We could probably go for a stack. Then just burn whatever else I don't need. Rotors should be completely fine. I doubt I've used any okay. Then you lots. That should be fine. There we go. If I just upload that very quickly, because I shouldn't need too many of you now, should I? And the rest of you I can just stick away somewhere. Great. Get the slugs uploaded whilst we're at it. I don't know how many slugs we are actually going to be uploading, but it's probably a pretty respectable amount. Don't need that. Don't need too many of them. Shouldn't... actually, I will need quite a lot of that. Plastic as well. I will opt in for some plastic. Don't see me using too many of these. Let's grab plastic. That's probably about it. With all that. Do that there as well. I might as well keep that there for now. That was actually a really good amount of slugs that we managed to get, considering I wasn't really going massively out my way to try and get them. Anything more than a little I would still consider good. I just realised we've got a dimensional depot for plastic, haven't we? We do, okay. In that case then I'll just chuck you back into there. Because I should have plenty plastic for what I actually need. Concrete, and we should be fine. Ooh, concrete's actually filled up completely. That's great. I haven't checked this in the last couple of episodes, and normally I try and do it before the episode starts, because it takes quite a long time to try and do. And today we've got a lot to be doing, so I can't really spend too much time on this. Essentially, that's what I do, just make sure this is all filled up. And before you know, we've got a good 150,000 concrete lying around. If I'm, like, continuously emptying this, which I'm not. Oh well. There we go, that's completely fine. I think there's still a couple more. Actually, that's the last one. Steel beams, we're doing fine. Plates are all good here as well, and the new lot should be completely fine, yeah. Hardly used any of them. I will be over the next couple of streams, but not really today. Final thing that I want to try and do, though, is get all of the remaining concrete in here. Is that it? Basically, yes. Might as well try and grab all this. Great, and off we go. That should be plenty of resources for now. If I need more, I need more. How is our coupons doing? If we've got more than 30... When was the last time I checked this? Because we emptied a bunch of... What was it? The DNA capsules into there. Then I got the remaining coupons. So anything more than 30 would be good. Wow. Damn. So how many coupons have I got in total then? No. They should all be uploaded to here. Okay, well they're not. I think I've got at least 200 lying around somewhere. So in total we've probably got between 300 to 400 coupons. Which is way more than what I actually need, so that's great. I don't think this looks too bad. Not too bad. Welcome, Cabals. Hope that you're doing good. Welcome. Wink. Great. We've definitely got enough motors now, which is great. Base you west. And upload all of that. Brilliant. Make sure you're painted the right colour, which you won't be as of right now, but you will be in just a sec. So if I have you going straight, well, one of you definitely isn't straight. So let's play into that then a little bit. With an unnecessary curve. That is right. Has that gone up? Damn it, that was actually a really good curve there as well. That's actually quite annoying. you'll come out to here. Then what we'll do is we'll grab that. Then we'll grab this. I suppose that would be the right sort of place for it. Continue you into there. Then you into here. And then come around. And straight into there. There we go. Power-wise, I'll then sort you guys out here as well. Have you got enough slugs? You've got a 0, so if you've got a 0, then you've definitely got a 0. Yep. That's fine. That's still going to be giving us 300 crude oil. It's important not to leave out things like that. Oh, you go straight through, doesn't it? Ah. I can't ignore things like this. No, absolutely not. I could have redone the pipe. But I didn't. That come down here with whatever monstrosity I've built. It's only a temporary monstrosity though. Don't be too disheartened by its beauty. If you can call it that. Anyway, this is all done now. Great. So we've zoned out all the foundations. The only thing left to do now is hook everything up to some power. Zone the main conveyor belt highway itself. And then come back and do all the pipes. That is basically it. Any slugs I can get along the way? There's nothing on top of there. Seems like there would have been something on top of here, but I can't see anything. Like, right here. Maybe I must have already gotten it. Let's go. I know that I did actually search this particular area. How about over here? I can see one slug literally directly on top of my cursor right now. That's kind of mad how almost exactly we're pointing towards it. Oh well. Oh, there's gas of some sorts. No idea there's even gas out here. Gas there is. Oh yeah, there is, yep. Ow. That wasn't very nice actually. I don't really appreciate being gassed. That might be a very controversial statement, but being gassed is not very nice. Oh, so I've already got that one from over there. Nice, okay. Rather than coming out there. I suppose I could have, but no, stop. Stop. This is where things go from being relatively simple to being relatively simple. I suppose, right, the good thing about this particular project is because we've done the blueprints now, the only particular thing I've actually got to try and do is just the basics, connect everything together. It's time consuming, granted, yes. Like, if you work a 9 to 5, then play football afterwards, it's probably not the best thing to do, because you make 0 progress. But I don't speak, so it's actually not too bad. Okay, you're a bit too far. So what I'll do here instead is plop down. Let's go 2 of you for now. I might have to make quick adjustments later on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How's that? That is how's that house? Brilliant. That is housing. -1 items per minute. How is that even possible? What have you done to be able to have that happen? What science have you conducted? Okay, so the way that I'm going to do this particular corner here, I think... No, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to play this the smart way. Because I'm a very smart individual. No. Because it's just the simplest thing to do. I'm going to add a corner here. then get rid of this. This way we should hopefully have that directly in the middle. Yeah, it's just... yeah. That to save some resources there as well, why not? Got that into here. I could have made some sort of T-section blueprints, but... can I be remotely asked to do that? Yeah, probably, but I'm not going to do it today. Considering some other blueprints that I've made, I don't mind making more blueprints. I've actually really enjoyed it recently. Believe it or not, when blueprints first came out, I wasn't really racing to use them. I didn't mind them, but I wasn't massively fast. But the more that I've started to use blueprints, the more I have started to appreciate them. I must be honest. Oh, right, okay. Let's continue coming out here. Okay, that's fine. My back. I don't know what's wrong with my back today, but it is just dying. It's dead. My back's dead. I've lost my back. Oh, I haven't got enough resources. Wow. That's not a, well, it is a slight problem, but it's not a massive problem. What I'll do is I'll get... how many of these am I realistically going to need? That's not even the right one to begin with. I'll say like 40. 60 then, that's fine. 50. And we'll go for that option instead. Let's go back and get some resources. But regardless, this is actually good progress. I know I keep saying it, but it's not bad. We're not doing dreadfully. I've been doing worse previously. There we go. Why does it feel like I've always got leaves and wood in my inventory? How weird. Load that there as well. How are we actually doing for slugs? Oh, wow. So we got a good 100 shards from the purple, 60 from the blue, and... is it yellow 2? Or is it 3? I think it's 2, isn't it? 80 from that as well. So we're looking at roughly 250 shards there just stored up. Which again, I mean, I'm rather happy with that. I might have to do a very quick inventory check, because I can imagine some of these things are starting to build up. Okay. So let's just do this very quickly. In fact, I might as well, you know what I'm going to do actually? I'm going to store it here. So I'll do the majority of the work off camera just so you guys don't get too bored of it. But essentially I'm going to empty a bunch of these storage containers. Then put it into my main storage area. This is where I know I've got enough resources. It's quite an important thing I do. There we go. Same thing here as well. Although I don't really need that many pipes. So I think what I might even do is just get rid of a few of them. Just sink them. There we go. For now, you lot can just go over to there. Brilliant. So everything else from this has got to get sunk. Same with that. And luckily I have got a couple awesome sinks just dotted around here and there where I can just sink items. Nice and simple. So I think what I'm going to do, in roughly 3 weeks from today, I'm just thinking about this in the background of my non-existent mind. I'm going to premiere a video. The title of the video will pretty much give away what's going to be in the video. I'm not going to say what it is today. I'll leave as a bit of a suspense builder. But it's probably going to be quite an important video relating to my channel and to Satisfactory, I suppose, as well. Well, no, definitely related to Satisfactory. No, you can just stay in there. It's a video I've wanted to make now for a couple of months, but I feel like now is the right time to do it. If I don't do it now, there won't be a better opportunity to do it. Wow, that's already completely filled up. Damn. What I'll then do then is everything that I want to sink but I currently can't, I can put over here. Just like that. I can easily sink it a bit later on. Again, off camera. Well, that's a lot of modular engines. Wow. Plastic rubber I don't care much about because they're being sunk further down the line. Computers was one thing I was a bit concerned might be overflowing, but no, it's not. That's good. Because we are making a pretty decent amount. 6 computers per minute. And they stack at 50? It has to be more than 6 per minute. There's no way I'm making 6 computers per minute and one stack is 50. Wait, no, that's correct. Yeah. $50 divided by 6. So I believe every 8.3 minutes we got ourselves a stack. That isn't too bad actually. Bad at all. Yeah. Oh, look how quickly this is emptying out. It's fantastic. It really is. In fact, I might as well wait for the motors. There we go. Chuck in a modular engine whilst we're at it. I think it's safe to say that summer is now officially over, by the way. It's been raining cats and dogs here, and rain as well. Which is fine. I like the rain. And well, it depends. It depends what I'm doing. If I'm outside for the entire day and it's raining, I probably won't like it. But as a couple minutes of drizzle when I'm inside, I like to hear the pitter-patter of the rain. Making its gracious entry, or re-entry back into the earth. Quite nice. How many bloody computers? I don't sync these. Well, I will be syncing them eventually, but what I want to try and do is sync them all in one go. Because that's going to give me quite a lot of coupons. Why are you yellow? Not enough cable. Why haven't we got enough cable? Yeah, why haven't we got enough? Because of our wire. Why are we getting no wire? You're making the wire right here. Ingots-wise, you're fine. Because you should reach 10 now in a minute. Or in a second, hopefully. You've reached 10. You've now reached 10. You're miles above what we need. That's 14 wire from there. 20, 40, that's 34 wire in total. It's 56. Oh wait, no. 40. 54. And you need 56. Right, that's the problem then. So now you're going to need pretty much 9 iron ingots. 11, 22. So you're a smidge over 30 iron ingots per minute. And I believe you're being fed 30 iron ingots per minute. So we now haven't got enough iron. 11.11. Welcome, Adam. Hope that you're doing good, man. Welcome back. Welcome to the stream. 8.88. 31, okay. Oh dear. That should not be that much lag just for destroying one object. Okay, it creates a dismantle crate, that's probably the reason why. Where are you going, though? Let me just try and empty some of this stuff out. I can try and figure out this problem. Oh, fine. Brilliant, okay. Don't know why I had my chainsaw out, though. So the iron's coming in from here. Which is you. I changed that to 32, you'll now be completely fine. Very minor problem there, but it has indeed now been solved, which is nice. So yeah, you also have to be chucked into there as well. Anything else that I want to save? Not really. There we go. Yeah, we're just sinking a couple resources. I don't want my system to overflow, because if it overflows, I'm not making enough... Well, I am making enough resources, but I could have been sinking it. I am going to set up some sort of smart splitting system in the future. That's definitely something I do want to try and look into. Should be quite good, hopefully. Brilliant. Okay, now let's get back to what we were doing before with our rocket fuel facility. We still have made pretty good progress, which is fantastic. I'm not necessarily concerned about anything just yet. I was going to try and get myself some quartz crystals, so let's do that now. If I get just everything from inside of here, and then store what I don't need as of right now, that's probably the plan that I want to try and do. How are you looking? Looking really good, actually. Silica, again, I could sink you a bit later on, that's fine. It rained out today, I was just talking about the rain. It's quite bad at some points, actually. It's a bit better now. It wasn't great. There we go. And just store a bunch of these quartz over there. What other resources am I now going to need? Because regarding quartz, we've definitely got enough. Well, just about when we include our dimensional depot. Concrete, iron plates and steel beams. Concrete, we've got quite a lot just built up around here. Let's just grab all this. Steel beams won't be a problem. There we go. With everything else, just use some iron plates. Especially if we're able to consume items from our dimensional depot before our inventory. We've definitely got enough. Absolutely. With that, get some of this. Lovely. Jump in the channel? Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not massively concerned. Unfortunately, life takes priority. So where did we get up to? We got up to here. Wow, just adding in that little extra conveyor belt highway surprisingly made a pretty good difference there. The lights, of course, are going to help, but this biome naturally just looks nice. So that's what it's handy. How did I not take 4 damage? That wasn't the best landing. What is that? Oh, it's a Mercer sphere. Oh, it's a slug. Has he got a face? It looks like he's got some sort of face. Have I screenshot that? Like, so weird. It's like the slug looks so angry. Deary me. Maybe it is. It's looking at what I'm doing and thinking, what on earth is this pleb doing to my biome. To that I say, I am ruining it. I'm ruining it for the greater good, obviously, right? It's like that scene from Shrek when they're gonna go rescue Fiona, and then Lord Farquaad says, some of you may die, but it is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I love that line. I don't know why. Because of course, like, if they die and it's his sacrifice, but he doesn't actually do anything. Always a good laugh. I didn't mind the Shrek movies when I was younger. I haven't really seen a Shrek movie though in about maybe 5-6 years. I'm not 5 anymore, but they are movies I would probably watch back. Because they are good. For the most part. I haven't seen the recent two. The first two I've watched. The first one I've watched too many times. The second one I've seen a good few amount of times. The ones after that though, I just don't really care for. And there's a new one coming out now, which again, I don't know. I'm not massively excited. I'm not jumping up and down. And it's one of those movies I'll only ever watch if someone, like, forces me to go watch it. Which luckily they won't do, because I have a bit of self-control. Only a little bit. Gotta end this here, just for now. Lovely. Apparently this is straight. I mean, it looks straight. It looks good enough. You do need some power though, don't you? So let's try and hook you up with some power. None of your profile pictures been showing. Oh yeah, sometimes that happens. Also, a couple days ago, well actually for a long time, but I noticed it a couple days ago. People had numbers at the end of their YouTube usernames. And then sometimes their names were different. Luckily it didn't really affect this channel too much, but when I was watching a couple other streams, there was people's profile pictures I recognized, but I didn't recognize their names. And it turns out it was showing people's YouTube account names rather than their profile names. Does that make sense? Which is really weird. I believe that's now been fixed, but it looks really weird just to see. But also, yeah, sometimes if you don't upload videos for a while, especially if you are consistent, the algorithm just essentially, not shadow bans, but they don't recommend your channel anymore. Which is a bit of a shame. But again, I'm not really massively concerned about it. If it happens, it happens. I'm not going to cry over it. There's no point wasting tears over something that isn't in your control. You two, are you both impure by any chance? I don't think you are you? I hope you're not, because of the way I've done this. Okay, good, normal. I think you're impure, aren't you? In fact, I can almost guarantee that you are impure. Yep, good. Deactivated out the aggro. Yeah, it sucks. I don't really understand why though. Like, punishing someone for not uploading every single day seems like a bit of a weird policy. So one there, one there, 1, 2, 1, 2. I do realise I have got straight mode, by the way. I'm just a bit old-fashioned when it comes to these things. Feck! There we go. So now you'll continue to hear for now. I've got a couple of things and stuff that I have got to try and do. A random number added to it? Yeah, I don't know why. It was so random. I don't know if mine did. I haven't really checked. I don't really type too much in other people's streams. I often lurk, but I don't type very often. And the thing is, because of my PC not being great, if I have a YouTube video open and a game running at the same time, it often isn't great for my PC's health, unfortunately. So I try just to do one or the other. Where is it? That's the one. Okie dokies, great. Next thing to do now is logistics. Then, am I blind? Yes. I'm so good at this game, by the way. If you guys like Satisfactory, don't forget to do a front flip. Smash that front flip button. More epic Satisfactory content. Do do do. 150, okay. You've been paving the Dune Desert. It's been okay, but not the most entertaining thing. But you have got the first 7th of the paving done. Used to be Vinod. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just so random. I would try and pronounce your second name, but if I'm getting your first name wrong, I'm not even going to attempt the second name, because I would probably butcher it, and your name doesn't deserve to get butchered by me. Long Satisfactory streamed as well. Oh, nice. Yeah, this game is really fun to stream. There are some games that I could stream, right? But I don't know, I lack the motivation for it. Whereas this game is like, do I want to stream it? Yes. Get me on. Okay, you're way too far. Oh dear. Have I made a slight miscalculation here? No, no. Oh wait, maybe. Why are you there? I didn't do that. Okay, I am just unbelievably intelligent. Unbelievably. Right, is there anything I can just yeet into you for a sec? Sure. So how are you finding the game, Adam? You liking it so far? What's your thought about the console release? I've heard fairly mixed things about console. I did have a video going over it, but I think for the most part it's good. Invalid pipe shape. Yeah. Okay, that looks even more invalid. No, that's fine. I thought it was bent, but no, that's not bent at all. That's actually correct. Oh, my days. Okay, so you're 300, so nothing has to get connected to the end of you. You impure? I've already forgotten. I'm pretty sure you have to be impure. Yeah, good. So my maths is correct. Oh, you play on console. Nice. Yeah, I've definitely been thinking about checking out Satisfactory on console. But the thing is, I also play on console as well. But pretty much the only game I play on PC is Satisfactory. And now, of course, Anno as well. Anno Pax Romana. Because it's really good fun. And there's a free demo for it as well. I'm really convincing myself to try not to... Wait, I forgot about this. To try not to get the new Anno game. Because it's money I don't have anymore, unfortunately. Because earlier on today, I paid for my student's tuition fee for university. And essentially every penny that I've saved up for the last 19 or so years, and my parents have saved up for me ever since I was a child, is now gone. Completely gone within the space of about 5 minutes. So it does suck to see that amount of money just leaving your accounts, but it has to be done. And that's only for 1 year as well. the second year, I'm hoping to get, I think, 3 jobs at the same time. So that's going to be really fun. But, oh well. That should hopefully pay for it. That's why I'm unsure of where my next stream is actually going to be. But again, I'll talk about all of that in a video. PC with a controller, yeah. I've tried it once. It felt pretty decent. A good boost from the community, definitely. I released a video a while ago now titled "What to Do If You Get Bored in Satisfactory," something along those lines. And recently, the views for that have gone up quite a lot. It was on about, I think, 4,000 a couple months ago. I think now it's near 20,000. And often what that tells me is that people are not necessarily not enjoying Satisfactory. But there's maybe not as many people motivated to play the late game. One thing about me is I absolutely love studying about, like, statistics, numbers, facts, science. I love things like that. So when I see a video like that in particular do well, I'm now questioning a lot of different things. Like, one of my favourite pastime activities is just to look up random stats and facts about countries and growth and all that sort of things. Try and find what can be causing a problem. It's good fun. It's depressing. Don't get me wrong, it is depressing, but it's also pretty good fun as well. Where is it? Logistics. There we go. Nice. Comfortable for long sessions, definitely. Okay, where's a good place for you? I think that's a pretty good place for you. Yeah, okay. Thunder. Make sure that you're black as well. Beautiful. Because you're transporting crude oil. And 150 of you per minute as well. So you've essentially got to combine with that one. That's annoying. Oh, I've just realised all of these are going to need pumps as well, of course. Damn. And power. Quite a lot to do actually, isn't there? I knew there was going to be a lot. I'm not that surprised. Analysis paralysis at mid-game. I'm fairly... yeah. My torch, there it is. And that's something that I'm pretty sure I mentioned in the video, and I mentioned it quite a lot on my live streams. When you look at a recipe, even just something like heavy modular frames, because a lot of people, especially newer ones, will look at that thinking, okay, that's 4 different items, but then to make those 4 different items, I need other items. Then sometimes for the other items, I need more items and other products, and it's not just iron, it's concrete. Sometimes there's copper, so it's now 3 different raw resources, and there's now alternate recipes, and there's this, there's that. It can get extremely overwhelming. But one thing that I always recommend doing is just breaking it down into smaller stages. This way, it just makes it really simple to do. So rather than thinking, I've got to make heavy modular frames and 4 different items from it, just start off with your concrete. After you do concrete, then move on to the modular frames. After you finish your modular frames, you're halfway there. And you've made 2 items that you've already made tons of already. Without really learning anything new. How am I going to do this? But yeah, absolutely, this game can be almost intimidating at times. But I feel like that's what makes the learning curve so good. It's not the same repetitive cycle, it's actually like fairly complex. Like, you think you've mastered constructors, and okay, you've now got assemblers, now combining items together. You then think you've mastered that, brilliant, oh, that's a manufacturer, that requires a lot of power. Have I got enough power? Okay, I've sorted out my power grid, what's that? Oh, is that a manufacturer? Oh dear, blender, particle accelerators, and then you have a mental breakdown. But before the mental breakdown, it's still really good fun. I'm really selling this, aren't I? Okay, which one of you is the 150? It's you. That is actually very nice. So what I'll do is... What would I do, actually? Because eventually we're going to end up with our 3 pipes here. We're both going to be normals. And then the... Oh, dearie me. Then the other one's going to be 3 of our impure nodes combined. So you're one of the normal nodes. You can just go away. You're the other normal node. Again, you can just do your thing. Then maybe I want to try and line you up. Let's do that. There? Yes, that's pretty good. Yeah, build a mini factory. Yeah. Because again, another problem is people will look at people like Kibitz, or sometimes even myself, potentially, when they see my starter factories, and they'll be like, wait, I've got to do that? I've got to do what Kibitz does? I've got to produce that amount of items per minute? I've got to do X, Y, and Z? Like Total Eclipse, who's another very talented Satisfactory player. I've got to play like that, do this sort of style? Like, not really, no. I think I've said this every single stream for the last month now, but Satisfactory has so many different playstyles that you don't necessarily need to try and squeeze or mold yourself into one particular playstyle. Just play the game the way you think it should be played. Don't necessarily do what someone else does because you think that's the way you should play it. Nah. Because then you probably won't end up enjoying it. I know for a damn fact, if someone said I had to play like Kibitz, I'd have a mental breakdown. I wouldn't make it past iron plates. Not because Kibitz is not very good at Satisfactory, he's fantastic at Satisfactory. But opposite, he's fantastic at this game. But that's his style, the way he does his factories, that's his style. Again, the way someone like Construction does his factories, that's his style. The way I do my factories is stupid. It's my style. It's okay to be you. Have your own. If anything, it's actually a better thing to do. Still don't have a permanent factory, damn. I might have my starter factories there sometimes. I'll have a starter factory. But I won't get rid of my starter factory. Like, I'll just start to slowly add more things on. I start with things like concrete, iron plates, iron rods, wire cable, the usual. But then, in my starter factory, I'm then producing adaptive control units. In fact, I'm literally doing that now. Welcome, Justin. Hope that you're doing good. Yeah, let's try and continue this out. How does the auto-connect work for this? Doesn't. Okay, fair enough. Ready for storage, and then you're reaching for a big nuclear power plant. Oh, nice. That's another fun thing to do as well. What I've seen a few people do is you'll try and design a Satisfactory playthrough that just focuses on power as well. That must almost be stressful, I would assume, but clearly not, because a lot of people seem to be doing it and really enjoy it. I would do that one day, but I value my last 2 brain cells. I do. They are a very valued asset to my brain. We'll then come up to that. Go down to that. Great. Wasn't the turbo fuel setup running? How did you get the resources for that though? Me? Or Adam? Because I haven't got turbo fuel yet. In fact, I don't actually think I'm making turbo fuel in this playthrough. I'm making rocket fuel. I'm not doing the turbo fuel recipe, although I might end up making some turbo fuel further down the line. Things like, whatchamacallit? Diamonds. Although saying that, I don't know how many, actually I do know how many diamonds I need. I can get the app open, but it will crash my PC as of right now. And how much is you? Because you're normal as well, I believe, aren't you? You don't get achievements with the advanced settings. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. The main reason for that is because advanced settings, in some cases, can massively hinder the game itself. So, in a way, I suppose, again, I'm not a developer, but I can assume that this is the way that they think. They don't want to reward the player for... not cheating. It's not cheating, but for dramatically changing the way that the game's supposed to be played. Like, for example, things like God mode. The game isn't really made for God mode, but it's there if you really want it. Yeah, I'm scaring myself here. Or, for example, spawning items in. I think that's the main reason why you can't get achievements, because you can literally just spawn in whatever item you want. So, the golden nut trophy, spawn it in, there you go, you've got the trophy unlocked. 100 Mercer Spheres, there you go, you've got another trophy. 100 Summer Soups, another one. So I'm guessing that's the main reason for that. I've got to try and remember now how many items I've got per pipe, because these are all different. Oh, look at this for a sunrise, though. How do I... bloody chainsaw. It's always the chainsaw. Can I not get rid of that? There we go. Should be H, shouldn't it? It is H. It wasn't working. There we go. It's not working now, though. That's good. This game has definitely got its beautiful elements, hasn't it? In fact, I think almost the entire game has got its beautiful elements. Right, so you're 600, quote-unquote 600, even though you're not actually 600. I think what I'll do is I'll drag you guys around to here. I'll then make a quick note on this, and just seeing how many liquids I've got per pipe. I'm actually rather happy we were able to do all of this today. I didn't know how much I'd be able to get done, but considering we've also spent maybe like 15 minutes collecting the slugs there as well, it's been rather successful. I would consider it a rather successful stream. Although I consider anything a successful stream. As long as I've made some progress, which very, very rarely I don't make any progress. But for example, when I was doing the work on the dam that we built a bit earlier on, it looks nice. In fact, you can just about see it there in the background through the fog. Like, it looks fun without that massive 8-meter wall going up it. But was that necessarily the most important thing I could have been doing? No. Do I regret doing it? No. I still like the project. It was still fun to do. Final stream for now. I'm going away for a couple weeks. I've got a course that I have to do for work. And when I come back, I might be able to do a stream. If not, then my next stream is most likely going to be sometime in October or November. So I'm quite unsure about the future of my streaming on this channel. I'm not quitting. I love this channel. I'm absolutely not quitting this. But I've got to prioritize life. obviously. Let me get my trusty piece of paper out just so I can write down facts. No! No, this is not the Stone Age. Oh, no, yes it is. I was going to do some signs, and then I realized I probably don't want to try and do that. Because I don't like using signs for any of my projects. No signs. No signs at all. Nope. Nope. None. Because that would be a really stupid thing to do on a very bad PC, but luckily I wouldn't do that. So the way that I'm going to do this is I've got 4 pipes here at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've then got 3 pipes that will then eventually go in at the top. 1, 2, 3. So let's see what you actually are. You're the 600, aren't you? You're 600. Approximately, even though you're actually not 600. You're far left, I believe. Let's double check. And a turbo fuel plant as well. Those are the only permanent structures you have right now. You have some minor set up by the belt, but it's just, yeah. If it works, it works. Okay, so you're a normal, so you should be 300 then, right? Roger, that's 300 there for the middle one. There we go. I don't think this looks too bad. I'm not quite sure about it, but I don't hate it. Okay, the other one's then 300. The one at the very end is 450. Great. So I've now done all of that. Are you lot connected? No. Let's make sure that I am connecting all of these properly. This is why I wanted to do this first. There's a reason why I plan things in a certain order, and that I still never end up doing it. Not land there, thank you. I'll nudge you across. That will do. Everything behind here should now be connected. I will be double checking that towards the end of the stream. No. Fattest fingers in the world. And then I want you ending here. If I can. There, okay, that's good enough. And preferably lined up with that. You are great. Let's continue going. And now with you, I'm going to chuck you in here. You fixed the nuclear problem. Nice. You lost... Oh. Oh. Yeah, that isn't great. It could be worse, though. At least you managed to fix it. Now I'm hoping after I've connected these 2 cables together that everything should now be sorted power-wise for the first chunk that we managed to get done today. Let's see. Has the blue line gone up? Yay, great. Although it's not fantastic because I haven't got pipeline pumps for all of them, which means that they're not all actually going to be working. Actually, no, you should be the last one. The rest should have them. You definitely won't work though, will you? Wait, you actually do? Oh wow, you actually do. I'm still going to add one anyway because I'm just... I don't trust it, if I'm being honest. Great. That's now being produced. Let's come back round over here as well. I know that I have got 2 pipeline pumps to our left, so they should be completely fine, those ones. I love the way that they actually intertwined there between that rock. That is quite nice. You... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get you. I've been looking at this now for so long, I might as well just get it at this point. You're in need of help. Although, again, you're technically fine. You are technically fine. I just don't trust it. Can you tell that I've got trust issues, by the way? I'm hiding it very well, I know, yeah, but... I don't trust anyone or anything. Of anything. There it is. There we go. So you're functional. You're functional, and them two over there have to be, 'cause I've already checked them. Can I even fit a pipeline pump into here? Yeah. No, but I can do this, and it should still function. Right? Yes. It should still be completely fine. Because the distance from here to here is not 10 meters. So this is just going to boost it an additional 50 meters. So you should be alright. I do want to double check though. That little bump over there isn't going to cause us any sort of problems. It shouldn't do. We'll give that a check there in just a moment. Firstly, for our pipeline pump, bring it up like that. Connects you to here. Everything here is fully operational. That's fantastic. Again, that's 150 crude oil per meter. Per minute even. That's great. How are we doing here? Great. So I suppose the very final thing that I'll check then for today is this. The way you are right now, okay, I can't actually see the other arrow, which is kind of annoying. Let's just say you were somewhere down here. You'll continue somewhere to here, then you stop. So you don't quite make it to here, but judging by the looks of things, it doesn't actually need to make it that far, because it seems to be working completely fine anyway. You lot, though, should definitely be able to reach that. Yes, that's not a problem. Just make sure that they're both fine. You're still green, you're yellow. I'm guessing you're... Yeah, because you're normal. And the other one is impure. Although you are working, you're slugged up. Okay, I think everything that we've done so far today has been completely correct. I don't think we've made any actual mistakes. Which I know is almost unreal sounding. It almost sounds fake. It almost sounds like fake news. It really does. There's actually one very final thing I haven't done yet that I do want to try and do. I'm not going to focus too much on this extension today, because that's just not feasible in the time limit that I've got. What I do want to try and do though is bring you to the very end, and then have our pipe logistic blueprints over here. And using the auto connect feature. Oh, I hid the HUD. Whoops. Have that there. Oh dear. I literally just read your message, Vinod. No mistakes in a pickle stream, and I just made a mistake instantly. Like, not even 1 second went by. That's always gonna happen. Oh, do it the proper way. Yeah, okay. Still fine. There we go. Yeah, you cursed it, Fernand. It's all your fault. That's what it was. It wasn't me making a mistake because I'm terrible at this game. It was you typing that sentence. That's what it was. Yes. I've got someone to blame it on. Let's go stream. Oh, dear. No, it's all me. It's all my fault. All of it. That should be good. You were always going to be a bit of a painful corner. That's alright. Is there anything I could do to make it slightly better? I don't think so. Oh. Oh. Ew. Disgusting. No. Oh, it's actually getting worse. Stop. Just place down, please. How does it just continuously get worse? Let me just redo all this. Although that is selected blueprint. There we go. The penguin thing. Oh, what, the bean? I blame it as well. Oh, you're grey. No, thank you. Are you guys all grey? No, you're all black. That's good. The All Blacks. Oh. One of the best rugby teams in the world. Usually one of the most feared, I would say. Them, I'd say South Africa's probably pretty feared as well. Fiji. I wouldn't really say Britain or even either Ireland's actually not too bad, but Ireland isn't really like a feared rugby team. And that's coming from someone that supports the Irish team, by the way. I don't think they're bad at all. They're actually very good. I'd much rather face against the Irish than, like, the South Africans. The South Africans are just... I mean, they're really good. Anyone that gives it their all, that's all you can really do, isn't it? Best you can do. I do like watching rugby, to be fair. It is a pretty good fun, pretty good sport to watch. Good fun. We're missing copper sheets? No way. We haven't been missing copper sheets in ages. Oh well. We're missing it now. That's what counts. There was a slug here earlier. There we go. Yep. Wow, what a fantastic run up. I'm so glad that I did that. That was incredible. I've got some radiation above us, but it won't kill us. Unless I make some, like, serious mistakes. Cartographer mod. Oh, summer sloop. Look how quickly I'm dying. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Holy moly. Oh, slug. That was unreal how quickly I was dying from that. But I'll be damned. Oh well, we didn't die though, that's the thing. We survived. Right, so regarding you lot, I don't really want to change much here. Signage down here, I suppose I could try and work on this as my sheets are refilling. Regenning. So what I'm going to do here is... How are we going to do this? Because everything underneath here is going to be a logistics floor. Even if it goes through this, is that what we're going to work with? I think so. I'm fine with that idea. I could just continue it like that, though. If I have you coming straight through here, it might glitch through the rock, but again, it's underneath our logistic floor, so I don't actually mind that much. Then just try and preferably keep you here. Because everything over here, this is going to be used for our drones. So I don't want to get in the way of our drones there. If I split off these areas, think of it like arrivals and departures from an airport. These are our departures. Actually, arrivals because they're entering the factory. These are our departures because they're going away from our factory, carrying resources to beyond yonder. And maybe not beyond yonder if they crash and burn, I don't know. Hopefully they don't do that though. Because that isn't very good for Fix-It's productivity. Now, are we going to make it through to the other side? Oh yeah, by about 1.5 miles. That's great. Oh, do you... Yeah, this is the thing though, isn't it? Because my drone ports are going to be right above us here. So preferably, you'd probably have to bend around here. Annoyingly. Right. We can do that by hand. We can definitely do it by hand, actually. You're not going to bend properly. Damn it. That's fine. Yeah, you're pretty straight. We take those around it. So, okay, sometimes you can clip what I say out of context and it sounds really bad. I do realise that. Mostly when I'm talking about nuts, but oh well. Please. Okay, then when it comes to you lots, you just slide in there. Well, clearly I don't want you going up. Do I? I love how my idea of saving copper sheets is by like spending copper sheets. What a fantastic idea. Really good idea. I should go on like National Geographic. The first human with less than 3 brain cells. Here we see a wild Valhalla pickle. Using up his last 3 brain cells. And now the good thing about you now is that you just like zoom across her. Be free, my child. Be free. What on earth are you even connecting to? What are you doing? Oh. Oh my god, stop. Stop, stop, stop. I know exactly what you're connecting to. You're connecting to that. Typical. Bloody typical. I am automating copper sheets, yes. Who do you think I am? Even though I wasn't doing it like a month ago. Oh, I know exactly what you're connecting to. This. Oh, you... What I'll do here instead. Is there any way I can bypass this problem? I actually don't know if I'm being honest. There. That's how. But then you're going to connect to that now. I'd rather you didn't, though. I would really rather you didn't. Oh well. I can keep that there for now. Future me is going to have a bit of a breakdown sorting that out, but that's fine. Nothing wrong with the occasional breakdown. We can now come up to here. Have we got enough resources to finish this? I think we'll get close, but not quite. We'll do that. Right, let's see how this is going to look. Oh! Wait, that's actually perfect. What? Oh. Bloody good show. I didn't think that would actually, like, function. Let's see. You actually do that. Okay. That's it. That's so simple. That would have taken at least 3 or 4 times longer if I didn't have that amazing auto-connect feature. Again, a fantastic quality of life change. That's just good for everyone. Like, I don't see any downsides about that feature. None. Sometimes it can be a bit fiddly, but it's there. I'm just thankful it's a feature. I can continue you down here for now, because what I want to try and do here is grab you, and you. I believe that's correct. Yep. Try and place you somewhere here in the middle, so that you can definitely reach. And make sure that you guys are definitely connected. And there should be crude... there should be crude oil traveling along all these lines now, I hope. Yep. 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 And by the way, this is way more crude oil than what I actually need. I'm going to probably end up using... Well, I'm definitely going to use all of it. Either for plastic, fuel, turbo fuel... Something else that has the word fuel in it. I don't know. Stuff. Pretty sure you're a pure nerd, actually, aren't you? Be great if you were. Yeah, grand. So you can just very easily slide onto there, then that's basically you just sorted. We have got to do a little bit of maths behind there, but that's okay. Nothing we can't handle, fortunately. Okay. Deary me. I actually get a good bit done there, actually. It's quite difficult to try and design something which is logistically perfect, because if you think about it, everything we've done today has been logistically perfect. Everything about this project so far has been logistically perfect. However, I also want to try and make it look nice as well, and this is something I will highlight in the video when I release it in about 6 months from now. But yeah, I do want it to look a little bit presentable as well. Regardless, thank you very much everyone for tuning in today, whether you guys watch live or on the VOD. I do still greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the 2 likes on the YouTube stream. I do greatly appreciate those 2 legends for leaving a like today. And for everyone else for stopping by. Regardless, have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys... Well... I don't know. I don't know when I won't be able to stream again. I'm hoping I'll be able to do at least 1 stream before, let's say, September 25th. Sometime around then, 25th. But until then, there's no chance of me streaming. Pretty much. Well, at least until the 21st. I'm not home. Anyway, have an amazing rest of your day, everyone, and I'll see you whenever I see you. Stay safe, pioneers. What's the other thing that I say? Stay safe, pioneers, and as always, Godspeed. I think that's my outro. I don't really have an outro, I just say goodbye. So, goodbye.